3, 2. It's time for Juice Webster's Quench List. Hola, Juice Webster here, and you are now immersed in the Quench List. It is Friday, January 27th, and this week was jam-packed with a lot of juicy goodness. And of course, my job is to deliver it to you fresh, and that's what I'm about to do. Let's jump in. Say it ain't so. The queen of Southern cooking, Miss Paula Deen, formally announced that she's been dealing with type 2 diabetes. Now, this is amazing because not only did she announce that she has diabetes, but she also let us know that she's been dealing with this for 3 years. So for the past 3 years, while she's been baking and cooking fatty, buttery, golden goodness in the form of food, she's been dealing with a disease that we all know probably stems from these fat-laced recipes. She says she had nothing to give her audience in terms of advice, and that's why she didn't come out with it. And she does admit that yes, her diet might have been part of the puzzle. Really, Paula? Part of the puzzle? It is the puzzle, honey.
Look, it looks like a piece of divinity up there, doesn't it?
Anyways, she teamed up with the pharmaceutical company Novo Nordisk, and she's launching a new program. It's called Diabetes in the New Light, and this is going to offer lifestyle tips and, of course, her specialty cooking recipes. So I'm interested to see how Paula will turn this. She's getting a lot of heat for it, though. People are feeling a little misled that she's dealing with this disease and still, on her shows preparing really high cholesterol, high fat recipes at the same time. So Ms. Dean doesn't seem to be taking this sitting down. Speaking of fatty golden goodness, have you heard about this? The nation's second largest fast food chain, Burger King, has recently announced that they are going to begin home delivery service for their burgers. Because it was so hard for us to stay in our cars, wait for our food to be handed to us, now there's home delivery for your fast food. So they say they've developed this thermal packaging that makes sure the burgers aren't soggy when they get to you. They're guaranteed to be hot and fresh. Your fries will be crispy, just as if you had walked your butt into the restaurant itself. Right now, they're only doing it in the greater Washington area, and if all goes well there, it's likely to expand. There are a lot of skeptics, including some of the pizza houses. Domino's in particular says, we're just gonna wait and see because delivery in itself isn't as easy as it looks. Big week for pop princess Rihanna. Her latest single, We Found Love, has just made itself comfortable in its 10th non-consecutive week in the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. This makes it the longest running song at that position in her career. Awesome news. Now, Rihanna in the music game is doing great. She's touring, she's selling records on top. Personally, I'm gonna need her to find a counselor. So what's going on here is there have been rumors swirling around that her and her ex-boyfriend Chris Brown have been having secret trysts, and they've been, hooking up randomly throughout the years. Now, Chris Brown is in a relationship, and more recently, the two were left leaving the exact same nightclub on the same night. Interesting about this is an eyewitness says allegedly Rihanna was on one side, Chris Brown and his girl were on the other. Everybody's chilling, partying, having a great time. Rihanna crosses over to the other side, steps to Chris Brown's girlfriend. Right? Now we're thinking something might go down because apparently Chris Brown's girlfriend put up a YouTube video in which she was making fun of Rihanna's accent and just kind of poking at Riri. Rihanna's security guards got in between the two. They left. Nothing extra juicy happened, but I'm gonna say that's kind of juicy enough for these two. What my advice is, do your own thing, keep making your money, and move on. Rihanna, he ain't worth it anyway. Come on, girl. Stand down. New parents Beyonce and Jay-Z have released the name of little baby Blue Carter's godmother, none other than media maven Oprah Winfrey. That's right. If you thought this child's life couldn't get any better, well, you are sadly mistaken. So apparently the parents say, according to Media Takeout, they wanted someone who wasn't already a relative of them. They already believe that Jay-Z's best friend Tyron Smith is the godfather. Now, no one can deny that sky was the limit for this child, but now that she's got Queen Oprah on her team, I'm just gonna say she's got the outer space and the rest of the universe too. I ain't mad at it. Anywho, that wraps up your Quench List for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Of course, you can find me here and all over the web at Juice Webster, Twitter, Facebook. Follow me, friend me. Thank you for listening, and until next time, mwah.